Carol Hunt opened her front door on July 9, 2024, to find Kyle Clifford, her daughter's ex-boyfriend, carrying a bag of Louise's belongings and a card. She invited him inside, believing this was an awkward goodbye. She did not know he had spent 11 days planning. She did not know about the knife in his backpack. Within minutes, Carol was dead. Carol was born around 1962 and built friendships that lasted 40 years. She belonged to a close circle of 4 women who stayed connected from childhood. She encouraged her husband John to pursue broadcasting, launching his career. They married in 1991 and raised 3 daughters in Bushy. Neighbors described them as the loveliest family on the street. Quiet, private, and warm. The Hunt family remained tightly bonded as the girls grew up. Louise ran a dog grooming business from the garden. Hannah became a therapist beloved by her clients. Amy stayed close to her parents. They enjoyed meals together, holidays in Italy, and Disneyland trips. Amy later recalled how grateful they all felt for their upbringing. Carol had built a home her daughters always wanted to return to. Louise began dating Kyle Clifford in late 2022. He was a former soldier who had never seen active deployment. He joined family gatherings and Christmas celebrations, but Louise noticed arrogance and anger. Carol saw his immaturity but trusted her daughter to make her own choices. On June 26, 2024, Louise ended the relationship gently. Clifford appeared to accept it. Then he did not. Investigators reconstructed an 11-day countdown after the breakup. Clifford researched John's work schedule and Carol's social media. He purchased a crossbow, bolts, a knife, duct tape, rope, and petrol containers. He test-fired the crossbow into a tree. He checked the weather forecast for July 9th. He wrote letters to his own family. He prepared a cover story to get through Carol's front door. At 2:32 p.m. on July 9th, Clifford arrived. Doorbell footage captured Carol speaking kindly to him. She let him inside. Between 2:39 and 2:45, he killed her with the knife. He retrieved the crossbow from his car at 3:10. At 4:13, Louise entered the house. He restrained her with duct tape. During her captivity, he raped her. Before 6:50 p.m., he killed her. At 6:51 p.m., Hannah came home. Within a minute, she messaged her boyfriend to call police. At 6:54, Clifford shot her. Even after being shot, Hannah found Carol's phone and called 999. She identified Clifford by name and gave the address. Police arrived at 7:10. Hannah was still alive, but could not be saved. Clifford had already fled, triggering a massive manhunt across the region. Police found Clifford hiding near Lavender Hill Cemetery 22 hours later. He turned the crossbow on himself and fired, becoming paralyzed from the waist down. He was hospitalized under police guard. He was not fit for interview until September 16th. He pleaded guilty to 3 murders but denied rape. A separate trial in March 2025 resulted in a unanimous guilty verdict after 45 minutes. Judge Benathan sentenced Clifford to 3 whole life orders for the murders. He received 20 years for rape, 8 for false imprisonment, and 1 year each for weapons offenses. The judge concluded Clifford planned to kill all 3 women. Digital evidence reconstructed the crime minute by minute. The knife was never recovered, but purchase records and doorbell footage secured the conviction beyond any reasonable doubt. The case changed British law. Crossbows now face mandatory licensing and suitability checks. John and Amy Hunt created the Hunt Family Fund to support young women. Racing events have raised significant money in the family's name. Amy pushed back against the Crossbow killer label, arguing Clifford was an ordinary-looking man concealing extreme misogyny. Carol spent her life building lasting friendships, a marriage, and a family daughters wanted to come home to.